Welcome friends in science lecture first, chapter 15, our environment. Environment, generally in general words we say it's our surrounding. So we use the word generally for the problems going in our surrounding. We call this as our environment. Now basically environment comprises of four things, that is atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere and biosphere. So atmosphere means all the gaseous substances in our surrounding, that is called as an atmosphere. Now what is hydrosphere? Hydrosphere comprises all the water molecules and all the liquid which are there, like including petrol and everything, right? Petroleum products, everything which is in the liquid state. So water and liquid state, other substances which are present. Lithosphere is earth, solid rock earth that is present on which we live. So basically these are non-living substances: atmosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere. So we call these as abiotic components. Abiotic means these are non-living, and biosphere comprises of all the living substances present, or living organisms present on the earth, which are in 5 kingdoms, but basically we understand them as plants and animals. Biosphere. So I hope so you understood that our environment includes all these things. This comprises everything. Now going furthermore, we will learn a next point, that is word as an ecosystem. Now what is basically ecosystem means? Like, so all organisms including plants, animals, microorganisms and human beings, as well as the physical surrounding, interact with each other. This is and maintain the balance. This is the word making you understand about environment. Now all the interacting organisms in the area. So what we trying to understand, that with respect to environment, what is an ecosystem is. So what they are trying to explain is that all the living components, that is we use the word as an biosphere, which is living components on the earth, including plants, animals and human beings are not separate. They are counted in animals only, but they are putting the word so that we can understand well. So what we live through is 3 things, that is air, that is atmosphere, liquid as an hydrosphere and solid as an lithosphere. These are non-living, but these are required things for us to live, which we call as a physical surrounding. So we interact with physical surrounding with each other and maintain the balance in nature, right? And all these interacting organisms in an area together with a non-living constitute of the environment form an ecosystem. So this is the word has come, that what is an ecosystem is the living components what they interact with their surrounding, and that is called as an habitat where they live, is called as its own ecosystem. Like now what are the other factors that affect that? Biotic components comprises living organisms and abiotic components that we have learned. Then including these other factors which are affecting our temperature, rainfall, soil, minerals and everything. This comes in gaseous medium, this comes in liquid medium, this comes in solid medium. Now we will try to understand what is basically ecosystem. Ecosystem is like, for an example, a garden, right? So what are the gardens? Are having plants, grass, trees, flowers, everything, rose, jasmine flowers and sunflowers. So, and very small animals like grasshoppers, frogs, other insects that are flying in surrounding, and birds. So these birds, insects and frogs, they live together, right, in the same grass, and they interact with each other. Like birds, insects try to eat the grass in a small form, right? The other larger animals like to eat them, and these frogs are being eaten by birds and other larger animals, right? So these are other things which they grow are plants, including flowers, right? So many different things are growing and they are interacting with each other because they are interdependent on each other for their living. And this entire cycle, which is interdependent for living with each other with biotic and abiotic components, is called as a here as a garden. So this garden is one type of an ecosystem, right? So other ecosystems are, forest is an ecosystem in its own right. Certain areas like suppose Gir forest is there. So Gir forest itself is one ecosystem which is living in its surrounding. That means the animals which are living there are dependent on that forest, and this forest is dependent on the other things and animals. It is plants are dependent on animals, and animals are dependent on plants and interacting with each other with its surrounding. Surrounding includes liquid, that is water, air, and solid, that is earth. And whatever they are extracting from these things are helping them for their survival. Even the small pond is having its own ecosystem of fishes and small insects and everything, like including lakes. Lake are the same thing. So these are all natural ecosystems, forests, ponds and all. And gardens are man-made because the gardens are maintained by human beings and they are being cultured by human beings. Including other thing is crop field, which is largest of all. Gardens are not that large, but crop fields are very huge because whatever the agriculture fields are there, almost they are in percentage is covered by on the earth. So this is one of the largest ecosystem created by humans, which is artificial, not natural. After a certain time we finish them and then we start with a new ecosystem, right? Going furthermore, organisms can be grouped as three ways. Organisms, that is living organisms that we were talking about, can be generally grouped in three ways. That is, one is a producer, another is a consumer, and next is a decomposer. So they can be understood in three ways. That is, producers, consumers, and decomposers. Now these three ways organisms make organic compounds. So basically we will start with producers. So the organisms which are capable of making organic compounds like sugar, starch from inorganic substances like sunlight radiating energy, right, and chlorophyll as a pigment, that we have understood very well, that photosynthesis is a process made by green plants and certain bacteria, right, and these are called as producers. And these producers are responsible for the formation of first initial thing which is essential for survival, that is an organic compound like sugar and starch. So these are made by plants. So that's why the plants are counted in the first category. These are called as producers. The second one is an organisms which consume the food produced either directly from producers or indirectly by feeding. That is, they can directly consume, that is plants, right? Producers are nothing but plants. So these can be consumed, that is plants are consumed directly by the animals, like feeding on them, like goats, deers and all. So they are feeding. These are called as consumers. And they can be eaten by other animals also. They are called as larger consumers or secondary consumers. So consumers can be classified as initially as herbivorous, that I talked about. Goat and deers and cows, buffaloes and all, they are herbivorous animals. Carnivorous are the ones they are feeding on them, like lion, tigers and all. Omnivorous are the ones which can have plants also and can have animal fats also. They are omnivorous. Like human beings are omnivorous, they eat vegetables, and non-vegetarians are also there. And parasitics are also ones which are counted as ones which are living inside the host body in an animal or in a plant, and they finish them and survive on them. The last one, so the first one was producer, second thing was consumer, and the last one is decomposer. Now what are the decomposers? Are the last one organisms which are the actually tiniest of all. These are microorganisms comprising bacteria, fungus and all. They finish off the last thing, that when the animals and plants both are dead, that is non-living, once they turn to dead, their body is in the non-living condition, they break down the dead remains and the waste produced by organism. So they break down this body, that means it's a cyclic kind of a thing, that they break down each and every molecule which is formed into a large molecule, and these large molecules are broken down microorganisms taking by their energy, and that's why they are called as a decomposer. Decomposer is breaking down of complex organic substance like starch into simple inorganic substance like carbon dioxide and water molecules at the last, and make it them release. So the way how it has been formed, it comes into the same way. One way we are also decomposers by eating the food, but we do not decompose into the very tiny particles. We form them into a large molecules only and release certain amount of energy and take up by them. I can show you in this in the one cyclic form, that sunlight, air, water, soil. So what we get from air is carbon dioxide, we get water, that is H2O, and with the help of sunlight that is coming on the earth, and a pigment in a plant known as a chlorophyll, right? It has been converted into plants, that is starch and glucose, from glucose to starch. This is a cycle. So it has been stored in the form of an starch in the plant, cellulose and starch in the form of plant in the plants, and these plants grow, and they are being consumed by the consumers, which are herbivorous, carnivorous, omnivorous and parasitic animals. Maybe they eat smaller plants or larger plants, and these plants are being eaten by herbivorous and they are being eaten by carnivorous. Herbivorous animals are being eaten by carnivorous, or both can be eaten by omnivorous animals, which are larger animals. Parasites are the one which get inside the body of an host and they finish them. And these consumers, when they die, they are being destroyed, that is from a complex substance to the smaller substances. These are another living components. These are called as microorganisms, include fungus, that is fungi, and bacteria and all, right? And after decomposers, they again these decomposers get finished up and gets absorbed and decomposes into a simple substances of air, water molecules and soil, and again these molecules are being consumed by the plants. So this is the cyclic nature while this cycles runs up. Right? I hope so you must have understood this much. Thank you.